Hi, so in this lecture we are going to create a main menu. It will be quite simple, but I still want to show you how to do that so you can implement this in your own games. So let's get started. So before creating a main menu, one of the first things we need to do is to create a new level, because that new level will be our main menu level. So I'm going to go to my content and maps folder. I'm going to right click, create a new level. I'm going to call it main menu. We can open this up. Currently it's completely black, so I'm going to go to file, new level, select basic and create. Before doing anything else, I'm going to save this. Click on save and then just choose your main menu level, save and yes, overwrite. So now this is our main menu level and it's not black anymore. If you look to the right, we have world settings. And if you, for some reason, it's not having this window open, you can go to window and you have it here, world settings. So it should show up to the right. And we are not going to use our ball game mode here really. And this is because we don't need those default settings it's having. Right, click on that. If you look at the ball game mode, it says that it will, well, spawn in the default pawn called BP ball. We don't want to spawn in anything here because this is our main menu, right? So really, all we need to do here, the same goes with the player controller. We don't need any BP ball controller in the main menu. We just want the very basic stuff. So I'm gonna choose game mode base. This is the built-in function, in Unreal Engine. As you can see, it's now using the default settings here. And whatever you see here, these settings, it only applies to this level, not level 1 and level 2. Each level has its own game mode and its own settings, okay? This is only for the main menu level. All right, so I hope that is clear. So now that we have our main menu level, we want to show something on the screen, right? It's a widget, and that is the main menu. So we need to create a widget. And so what I'm going to do is go to Blueprints, Widgets. I'm going to right-click, go to User Interface, Widget Blueprint, choose User Widget, Widget Blueprint, and then I'm going to call it Main Menu. I'm going to open this up. We're going to need a canvas panel on this. And this allows us to place objects on the panel wherever we want manually. So let's say I want to add an image. The canvas panel allows us to drag and drop like this wherever we want. If you don't have a canvas panel, you cannot really do this. So that's the good thing with a canvas panel. And what I'm going to do with this image, this should be an image of the ball. So let's set the image first. I'm going to search for RTT. We're going to use that material we created in the previous lectures. RTT material ball. I'm going to make it approximately 512 and 512 in size. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep it here. I'm gonna hold down the Control and Shift key and click here. I want to anchor it to the center right and move it a little bit to the left. Maybe move it down a bit. Yeah, something like that. So what I want to do now is to add some buttons. I'm gonna add a button here. It should be approximately this big. And I'm gonna add a text to it also, text. I'm gonna add it to the button itself so it becomes a child. It should be play game. And then we have the button. And let's see, if I go to normal, if you go to, let's see, tint, I'm gonna make the button black. And let's choose an alpha of 0.5 maybe. I think that's good. and save. I'm gonna keep my button like this, and we could also change some other properties. Yeah, we can choose a box here or draw as an image, or maybe a rounded box. I think rounded box was pretty good actually. So I'm gonna name this play button. All right, to speed things up, I'm gonna just right click and duplicate with Control D or choose this from the menu. And I kind of drag it down here, and both buttons, if you select both of these, hold down Control and Shift, click your anchors. I want to center it like this. Now we can select the second one here and change its Y position. I'm gonna place it somewhere here. We need to test to see how things are looking, but I'm gonna place it there. And this is really the quit button. I'm gonna call it quit game. And the text should be quit game. And I'm gonna increase the size of the text a little bit, do 40. And we could add some outline settings of 2 maybe. I think that makes it look a little bit better, and you can tweak it however you want. I'm gonna keep it like this. And currently, I think I'm happy with this for now. Let's just see how it looks like before doing anything else. So if I just minimize this, now we are at our main menu level, and each level is having its own level blueprint. And yes, that is correct. Each level has a blueprint that is really for the level itself. And we are going to create the widget there. So we could really do this in some other ways. For example, we could have created a new game mode for this level, and maybe a controller, and create that widget in that controller. There are several ways of doing this, really, but I believe the simplest way of doing it here, I'm going to show you this. And if you look at the previous lectures, what we have done is use the controller really to create widgets on the screen. But now we are going to use the level blueprint for adding widgets to the screen. So I'm going to go here, and if you click on this, you will see something called Open Level Blueprint. And here you go. It's just an ordinary blueprint file, and this will run whenever this level runs. Okay, so if we run main menu, the code in here will run. So once the main menu level opens up during runtime, when we run the game, we are gonna come to this main menu level, and in begin play then we are gonna create a widget. I'm gonna run create widget, and we are gonna add this widget WBP main menu, and of course we need to add it to the viewport to see it. Add to viewport. I'm gonna compile and save. Let's see how it looks. Looks like this. It's not bad. You can always add more stuff in the background if you want to, but I really leave that as a challenge to you. I'm not gonna spend too much time on design and making it look way too great. That's just time consuming. But at least now I have showed you how to create a main menu and how you can add a ball to it and style it, however you want. So what we can also do is, let's see. Yeah, you can add background colors or anything else you want here, style it. But I think for now, I'm gonna keep it as it is. There's another thing we need to do though. If you click on the buttons here, play and quit buttons, make sure they are a variable. Let's go to the graph. And let's see, select this button here, play button, right click, go to, okay, we need to check down here rather than right clicking. It says unclicked, so I'm gonna click this here. And the same goes with this one, quit button. So now we are handling unclicked events for those buttons. And what do you think we are going to do when we click the play button? Well, we are going to load the first level. So, as a mini challenge, do you remember how to do that? If you want to and take on this challenge, please pause the video and give this a try. So what you need to do is open level 1. Okay, hopefully you did well. It's a fairly easy task. All you need to do is just right click, open level. And I'm always doing it by object reference so I can choose which level. So I'm gonna select it here. I'm gonna choose level 1. All right. So and for the quit button, let's see, quit game. I'm gonna do a quit game. Let's see. No, it should be set to quit because this, if you choose move background, it will really just move it to the background. We want to exit the game really, completely. So make sure to select quit. Compile and save. If you wonder what this boolean is, it says ignores and best practices based on platform non-shipping only. I haven't really used this, but I think you don't really need to care much about it for now. Some platforms are apparently having restrictions. So we need to test this, and I'm gonna save. Excuse me. So let's see. Yeah, so we are running this in our level, this main menu, and we are having the events, but there's one more thing we need to do. Every single time we start the game, we want to have this main menu map. We don't want to start at level 1 directly when we play the game, right? So if you go to Edit, Project Settings, and choose, let's see, Maps and Modes, you can see that the default startup map is really, level 1. Let's change this to the main menu for both of them. So by default, we will run into the main menu. So let's click on play. And as you can see, I'm coming to the next level. I think I'm having this ball object, in there, so I'm gonna remove that because I didn't remove it from the previous lectures. So let's do that. So I'm gonna go to maps, level 1. This is our level 1. I'm having this camera virtual camera actor here. I'm gonna remove it because we are not gonna use it in this level. That was just for taking screenshots. And let's see, I'm having the respawn here, and we are having the let's see, the other box here. That's the level complete box. And whenever we complete a level, we get into this one. I'm gonna save this. Let's go back to the main menu. Yeah, as you can see, the quit button works as well. So I'm gonna start the game again and go to play game. Now we are respawning here, and I'm gonna take up a star. Let's try to finish this level. Oh, that was close. Okay, that was level finished. I went into the empty box to the left of the portal. You cannot really see it, but that was a level complete overlap actor. We have created it earlier in our previous lectures, and that was of course for testing purposes. So with respect to this, we are really now ready to build our level. And before ending this, I'm gonna make the score text, smaller before wrapping up this video because it's way too big. So let's change that. I'm gonna go to, let's see, blueprints, widgets, HUD. That's the score text. Let's make the text something like 55, I believe is a good value. Let's try with that one. Compile and save. Let's see how it looks. It's better. Let's make it 50. I'm gonna do some tests here. We can change the color to let's see. Really have to test out, which color this is. I think this orange like should work well for me at least. I think this is much better. I don't want that text to be way too big. And then we have 3 retries. And you can see the picture of the ball to the top left. And we are having those portals and everything. So really, we have all the basic things we need now ready in this project, and we are going to build our level next. So thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.